Welcome back to another video of Everything Movies. My name is Jefferson and today I will be reviewing Spider-Man Brand New Day.
What is happening to me?
Did you miss me, Spidey?
I'm losing my mind. I am totally out of control.
Okay, so I'm kind of raw dogging this video right now. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I don't have a script. My life has been going in many different ways recently, so I'm just here to talk about the movie based off of like my first watch, and I will be watching it again very soon. I just got to figure out when, but I definitely need a second watch, but I'm just going based off of what I remember. There's a few things I definitely want to talk about, and starting with just two words: Jean Grey. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as this movie had confirmed that Jean Grey was the mutant that was in this movie messing with everybody, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I immediately switched sides. I did not care. Like, I love Spider-Man to death, and y'all know I do, but he my favorite superhero, but I've always been a X-Men fan. Ugh, I can't speak today. I've always been an X-Men fan. That has been my favorite part of Marvel since like as long as I can remember. Like, they were always the coolest ones in my eyes. I love the idea of like normal people having powers or like manifesting powers, and I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what I want for me. Like, but anyway, and then also the stories that they tell through the X-Men, like the political stuff and the oppression that they face and all that. I thought that was, I've always been attracted to those type of stories within the Marvel universe. And so I'm not gonna lie, as soon as they said Jean Grey, I was like, she's done nothing wrong. I don't care. I'm on her side. She can do whatever she wants for the rest of this movie. But yeah, no, that, I think she did phenomenal in this movie. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was just like, man, Sadie Sink is the girl. She's from Stranger Things. But yeah, that was a perfect casting. I can't wait to see her grow in the MCU. Like, this girl, she's gonna do awesome based off of her version of Jean Grey. And she doesn't seem like the cartoon version of Jean Grey. Like, the cartoon version of Jean Grey without the Phoenix Force is almost like a pushover, but with this one I feel like she's actually, like, I don't know, she just seems more real to me. Like, the stuff that she did throughout this movie, she wasn't afraid to like use her powers. Like, you know, like the other Jean Grey was always like more, oh, I can't, like, my head hurts and I don't want to hurt people, stay away from me please, I'm dangerous. But this one is like, oh, I can control you. Oh, let me use that. Like, so like, yeah, no, that was, I love this version. I'm excited to see how she turns out. Obviously she's not gonna be a full-on villain because she's like experienced Peter and like his aunt and all that through his mind and all that. So I thought that was really cool. But just the fact that she has that capability to be that hardcore throughout this movie, I just can't wait for her to get like the Phoenix Force if they decide to do that. One thing that she really did that was like super cool was like at the very end, I was like, man, like, Jean Grey's never been my favorite X-Men, but she's definitely gotten up there after watching this movie, because literally breathing for him to keep him alive, like breathing for Peter Parker, but just to, like, I thought that was like, that was some deep shit. I'm not gonna lie, that was really good. But anyway, let me stop raving about Jean Grey because this is not even her movie. That's how you know. Oh my god. Anyway, so the movie as a whole, guys, Brand New Day. I'm gonna be the bearer of kind of bad news, but I don't think this was the best Spider-Man movie. Like, I really don't. I still have No Way Home as my top favorite, but this one was a close second. And I think the reason being is because of the way this movie is. It's definitely a Spider-Man movie. It definitely has that emotion, that drama, the Peter Parker balancing the Spider-Man life. All of that is there. It's just that, like, when it comes to the MCU, movies that are specifically by themselves and like they have their own story, those are usually the best ones. I'm not gonna lie. And I've been watching the MCU since I was literally 8. So like, and so I've been on the ride as one of their fans for basically all my life. And like, I can confidently say that when there's a movie that you can tell that is just a big old setup for something bigger for the MCU, it's not always their best movie, because those type of movies don't have the liberty to really tell their own story. They kind of have to build up to a new age or a new war or a new villain or something like that. And this movie basically had that burden on it. Doesn't make it a bad movie at all. Like I said, it was very, very close to being really good compared to No Way Home. And some people might argue that No Way Home is a build-up movie, but honestly, I think the multiverse and all that stuff that was happening in No Way Home was already part of the MCU, because we had already seen Loki, we already seen Kang a little bit, so we kind of already knew what the multiverse was. I think No Way Home was just us experiencing the multiverse for real. So I don't really see that movie as like a setup movie or a build-up movie, because we were already like, that was just a Spider-Man story with the multiverse. And that was really cool. Like, I think the storytelling, the Aunt May dying, his choice of like letting everyone forget who he was, like that is like full on Peter Parker, Spider-Man sacrificing Peter Parker just so Spider-Man can be Spider-Man, and vice versa. Like, I think that is peak Spider-Man storytelling, like on par with the video game, the first Spider-Man video game by Insomniac. In that game in 2018, that was the first time that I had seen something as crazy as Aunt May dying. So like when No Way Home came out, I kind of had already felt like they were, you know, kind of not copying, but like taking that route the same way the game did, because that death was so effective in the game. It was like, I legit was like, oh my God, like I've never seen her die in any Spider-Man story. And so I just thought that they had the balls to really kill her off, like a character like her, who you would think is supposed to be like a statue character that's unkillable. But no, they did it. And then they did the same thing in No Way Home, and I gave them props for that, because I'm like, wow, like y'all, Marvel is getting, in the MCU at least, is getting guts, and they're not afraid to do the crazy stuff. So anyway, after No Way Home, this movie had a lot to live up to, and I think it did live up to it, but I still personally prefer No Way Home just because of the villains and the multiverse stuff. And like, I just thought that Peter went through it in that movie. He was still going through it in this one. Like, it was a lot of lessons where he had to learn how to accept his new reality. Like, at one point in the movie when I was watching this new one, I felt like, damn, like this is low-key a different timeline. Like, I'm like with Peter, I'm like, he is the only one that understands what life was like before the spell, and we as the audience also understand that too. So like, it literally feels like you're watching a different branch off of the timeline. Watching Peter experience that, and then hearing his conversation with MJ and their reunion and all that, I'm like, man, like it really hurts. And I'm not gonna lie, they got me. In the scene when MJ is being controlled by Jean Grey, I was like, God damn it, Disney, y'all have brainwashed me for real, because I literally sat there and thought that True Love's kiss broke the curse. I was like, it worked. And then Jean Grey through MJ is like, oh, you thought that was gonna work? And then she literally said something on the same lines of like, oh, you thought magic love was gonna break the spell or something like that. Ah, man, they got me good in that one, I'm not gonna lie to you. But anyway, the movie as a whole, I think, really did do a lot of growth for Peter. I really like the mutation stuff that he was going through. Is leading towards like some of the weirder aspects of Spider-Man, which I'm ready for and I'm here for, because I'm so used to seeing like just gadget Spider-Man with the web shooters, Andrew, Toby, just like the basic stuff. But like his powers are actually powerful. Like, he has very uncontrollable strength, and he's always holding back when he's fighting just normal guys. And like his mutation going out of control, like I'm just excited to see them venture into that. And then the biggest thing about this movie, I'm trying to like rush through now because man, I need to get something else to record with, because I got anyway, the biggest thing that they were hinting at was the fact that they can now not hinder, but like turn off somebody's mutation. Like Peter actually built a inhibitor that can lower his mutation down, his arachnid mutation, and make him be more human. And I thought that was super interesting that he, of course, him in the MCU was able to figure it out, because he is very smart biologically. Like that's what he studies. And so yeah, like I think that's very interesting, and I wonder what he's gonna feel like in the future when the mutants, like the ones that are not very human looking, are getting treated wrong and hunted down, and that getting that inhibitor that he just created placed on them to make them less of themselves. So I want to see Peter's role in that, and I want to see how Jean Grey is going to react to Peter, because Peter is the one that created it and put it on her, and it worked. But obviously she's an omega level mutant, that shit wasn't gonna hold her. So but anyway, I'm just excited to see that aspect. I'm glad to see that the MCU is kind of going more political. They've always been a political, like even back in like Civil War, and damn, Civil War was 10 years ago. Like that just hit me. Okay, anyway, but they've always been a political thing. And so but now that they have the X-Men, which is like super political, like I'm ready for it. I want to see the conversations that they have. I can't wait to see how the civilians how they react to the X-Men and react to mutants in general. I want to see more of the like down to earth stories like we saw in this movie, like Jean Grey's background and seeing her grow up without Professor X. Because I'm not gonna lie, at one point in the movie I was like, damn, we need Professor X, because like he might be the only one that that might be able to calm her down a little bit in this movie. But yeah, like I'm excited to see them actually bring in Professor X and the rest of the X-Men. But as they're doing it, I want them to do it like individual stories, like how they did with Jean Grey. I want to see like these mutants be misunderstood, and then them have to like be guided through their anger and their hatred because of how they're being treated. And so like I think that's a better story to tell, and that, me personally, that's how I would go ahead and bring in the X-Men. Like it's like, I thought it was sloppy because I thought that was how they were going to do it with the multiverse. I thought it was kind of like lazy for them to just drop the old X-Men into the universe. But now that I see like Marvel is not trying to do that, they're actually trying to build their own stories with these characters, and I'm super excited about that. And that's the biggest thing that I love about this movie is, yes, it was a setup film, but it really did a good job setting up this new aspect of the MCU, like these mutants, Spider-Man being one, but also being loved by the civilians. I wonder what they're gonna how they're gonna be when they realize that he also has a mutation just like the other mutants. So like there's gonna be a lot of contrast and a lot of debates, but I'm gonna be set. I'm gonna be ready. I heard that they're expediting the X-Men movie. They're constantly like releasing cast members or like castings of these characters. They've already casted Emma Frost. Sorry, not Emma Stone. They already casted Emma Frost. They casted somebody else. I haven't been keeping up with it, but I'm ready to see the rest of the cast and the rest of them come into the MCU, and I've just been waiting for so long. Tell me what you all think about this movie. Let me know down in the comments below. What's your favorite Spider-Man movie? What is your favorite scene from this new one? And don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I know it's been a minute since I dropped a long form video, but I am back. And like I said, I'm in a transitional phase in my life, so the videos are not over with. They never will be. But yeah, it's just taking me a little bit longer. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.